Hello, everybody. I wanted to finally give you this update that I've been telling you that I would be giving for I think about a week now. Um, I'm pretty tired right now. I've been going through some emotions. Traveled a lot this weekend to kind of just celebrate the blessings that life gives us. So just a quick recap on my cancer journey. I was diagnosed with stage 4 lymphoma back in October 2020. Went through 6 rounds of chemo that ended in around May of 2021. July of 2021, I was told I was in remission. I stayed in remission from July of 2021 to June of last summer, June of 2022. And so last summer in June, I was told the cancer had come back. I was only able to withstand 2 rounds of chemo last summer before we had to stop, and I just kept getting sick and hospitalized. So quickly moving forward to February of 2023 this year. February of 2023 was one hell of a month for me. First of all, it started off with I had a PET scan, and the results of that PET scan were that the cancer had spread to the lymph nodes in my neck, in my lungs, in an area called the biliary tract, which involves like your liver, kidney, spleen area, and both sides of my groin. And some of these places are very hard to beat cancer. Just because of the location. And so, back in February, I was told that the game plan was to continue with chemo, but it was only to make me comfortable for what life I had remaining. So February wasn't too promising, and I had always told my doctor, I said, if I am ever given what I call an expiration date, I said, I don't want to know. I don't want to know how much time I have left. Or I said, because I want to live every day of my life like I'm going to wake up the next day and be able to see the people I love and enjoy another day. Plus, February was just also very hard because I had some falling out with some people that were really important to me in my life at the time, and it was just one hell of a month. So the game plan in February was to go ahead and start 6 rounds of chemo, just to see, you know, what help it could have done. Again, the results were to make me comfortable. So I had 2 rounds of chemo in March before I started getting sick with multiple infections. Some of these were skin infections, some of these were infections inside my body. For those who aren't familiar with chemo, actually, let me rewind back to February. I also found out that in February I had, in both of my eyes, my retinas had detached. Because I had started to see floaters. More severe in the right eye. In the past, what has it been, 5 months, I've had 2 surgeries on my right eye for detached retina. Right now, my right eye is currently fighting an infection. So I still can't see out of my right eye. And sometimes, and it may happen in this video, I'm not wearing my glasses, but it may happen in this video, my right eye will go crossed because the right eye is the bad eye. The left eye is completely healed. But I'm still fighting this thing. So I've been wearing glasses since February, and I absolutely hate them. Absolutely hate them. But anyway, so I wanted to throw that in why my month of February was also really sucky, is because I had surgery and I'm still blind in this right eye. So me driving at night is no bueno. I don't know how many times I've hit the little, here in Austin they have these white poles that separate the traffic lane from the bicycle lane. And I don't know how many white poles that I've taken out because I just can't see on this right eye. So that's kind of a humor part to the eye situation, is that I cannot see out of this eye, and I definitely cannot see at night, and I've taken out some white poles. So anyway, so moving on from February, I had 2 rounds of chemo in March, and I started getting all these infections, and we had to stop because, for those who are not familiar with chemo completely kills your immune system. Chemo kills the bad things, but it also kills the good things in your body. And one of those good things is your immune system. And so we had to stop chemo because my oncologist was like, you know what, we need your immune system to fight all these infections. You know, if we continue to give you chemo, then you're going to be completely wiped out and you can't fight it all. 2 rounds of chemo in March, and we had to stop. And I think since March I've been hospitalized a total of maybe three times, maybe 4. So haven't had chemo since March. My doctor said, you know what, let's do another PET scan just so we can see if the chemo combination worked any at all. So back on June the 30th, I had another PET scan. And I was supposed to get the results 2 weeks later, but this past month, July, I was hospitalized, and it was very severe. It was very severe. I got extremely sick to where I completely passed out in my apartment, and when I woke up, I had 104 fever. I had to call 911. I spent the first 3 days in ICU with 103 fever, completely hallucinating. I thought I was on a spaceship because the lights in the ICU room were blue, and it was an ICU room is completely different from a normal hospital room. So I thought I was on a spaceship, but that high fever creates hallucinations, and so I was in the hospital this month for 11 days, and when I finally was able to comprehend what was going on and able to talk and walk on my own, the doctor came and told me, you know what, if I had maybe waited one more day to call 911 or to come to the hospital, things would not have been very good. She said I can't promise you that you would be with us today. So but during that time, I was supposed to get my results of my PET scan, and the doctor said, hey, I can call you and tell you. I said, no, I'd rather do this in person because I don't like getting results like that over the phone or through a video. So I've been sitting on this news for 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I had an appointment in San Antonio with my oncologist, and so I drove down to San Antonio, and he was reading me all the results, and he was telling me about thickening of the skin, and those are some places where I had some of my skin infections, and something like a inflamed area on my lower left lung, upper right lung, and just kind of, you know, all the medical terms. And so, I said, so what does this mean? I go, compared to, February's results, and now I go, what does this mean? I go, am I worse? I go, has it spread? Has it, did we get some of it? What's going on? I said, because I'm becoming very, very sick, and I was scared. And, he said, well, looking at your PET scan from February to this one you've had in June, he said, right now, there are no signs or symptoms of cancer. Mr. Darty, you are in remission. And I immediately began to cry, because this has been one hell of a journey. And so I asked him, I said, so why do I continue to get sick? You know, if there's no more signs and symptoms of cancer, why am I still getting sick? And he said, basically, your immune system has been wiped out, you know, because of the chemo. And he said some people bounce back really quickly because they were already strong to begin with. Some people will take, you know, some time. He said he's worked with patients for 10 to 15 years that have been in remission and they still get sick. He says, so it just has to, you know, we'll see over time. Sorry, I've got one. And so the news is that I am in remission, and I would not have been able to survive this journey if it wasn't for everybody that has helped and stepped in and really, truly have saved my life. It's all of you that have saved my life. So I just wanted to thank everyone, and I wanted to share the news. It's good news. It's good news. And I'm crying because I'm happy, because I'm just, it's like, I get to breathe. I get to finally breathe and not have this, of course I'm going to worry, you know, I'm going to worry about it coming back. But I get to breathe. I get to breathe and feel so much happier and celebrate life. And that's what I've been doing. That's why I'm so tired, is I've spent the whole entire past week just traveling and celebrating. But moving forward, we are working on getting my immune system better, because I'm still a candidate for the CAR T-cell therapy transplant, which is they remove the T-cells from my body, kind of whip them into shape to be cancer-free and kind of ready to fight cancer, and then they transplant them back into my body, which that's going to be another fight, because they said pretty much during that transplant process they're wiping out my immune system, and I'll end up having to have a caretaker, someone that has to be with me 24/7, watching me, taking care of me, because I will not be able to function on my own and it's a 3-month process. So that is coming in the future when I get healthy. I start physical therapy in 3 weeks. Because if you haven't seen me in person, I'm quite skin and bones. I weigh 155 right now. And back in January of this year, I was at 200. So I've lost quite a bit of weight, muscle, and fat. But I start physical therapy this month. So that's the news, and I'm so sorry it took so long to share. But thank you, everyone. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and you know I've always done Team Shimmy Tuesday. So if you have a Team Shimmy Tuesday shirt, it would mean the world to me if you put that on tomorrow. Posted a picture, send a picture to me, send me a shimmy, you know, something to help me celebrate. But it's been one hell of a journey, and I'm so glad that part of it is over, and we're able to move forward with some great things. And just want to let you all know that I love you and thank you for everything. I'm gonna sign out, get some rest, because I'm actually I'm really sleepy right now. I don't know if you saw, like, probably throughout the video, you probably saw my face just start to go, because I'm tired. So, but I love y'all. God bless you, and thank you so much for everything. Okay, bye-bye.